So I ended up having to do things a bit differently here because I went to record the video. It recorded fine, but the audio went completely unrecognized. This is like the first time this bug has ever happened. And yes, considering how much I use Camtasia Studio, it's kind of expected that something like this is gonna happen, but like, how? And to believe that they charge like $300 for this stuff. So what I'm doing here is just going back to Haunted Shrine and Gameplay's Death in the Doses, New Super Mario World 2 Around the World as C3 demo, and I'm just going to get the normal exit. And kind of the reason why I haven't been playing these hacks in a while is because I've also been practicing for a Super Castlevania 4 any% speedrun racing tournament. As in, trying to beat Super Castlevania 4 as fast as possible. I mean, I meant to get the Let's Play series of that up a while ago, but it just never happened. I was doing other speedruns, and now all of a sudden I find myself wanting to participate in the tournament, so here I am. So wish me luck with that. And meanwhile, I'll just get the normal exit and finish that off. So I beat the level, and then I go to Oriental World 3-4, Ninja Knight. Yes, this is a pretty nice looking level. I mean, I already like the choice of the background colors for the hills as soon as I entered the level. I mean, as if the Oriental World didn't look good enough already, now it looks even better at night. I mean, it also makes sense to put the ninjas there. Ninjas, ninjas, Asian culture. It just looks amazing. Although I do kind of wish they got to use the wall kick more, particularly in this level, considering there's ninjas hopping around. I mean, it would have made sense for you to use the wall kick like ninjas would, but then again, I think I've been playing too much Ninja Gaiden. Yeah, I played a lot of that over the past year. I mean, I've beaten all three of the NES games, but what's the point of talking about that? This is a Super Mario hack I'm playing. So I decided to just continue working my way through the rest of the level. I don't have that much else to say right now on top of it for this level, so I'll probably just continue talking about the game, like, starting at the next level. I mean, it actually does end pretty soon, unfortunately. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to end this soon. So then we go to Oriental World 3-5, the Ruined Road, which also looks like a pretty cool level. You'll quickly see that there are actually tiles that you step on and they break because they're cracked. It's broken wood, so if you just touch it, it breaks. And the way it's done here is actually pretty good because the first set of blocks that you can break just by touching them won't actually lead to your death, but you'll actually be encouraged to try and find your way down there because there's a dragon coin down there. So that way you will figure out that by touching the cracked wooden bridge, you will fall through it. And then okay, also enemies break it as well. And then, if you fall through it, you will fall to your death, most likely. So you always have to introduce the things in a safe environment, is your best option. And here you can just jump over the bridge to avoid the munchers. And yes, shells also break the bridge. If anything touches it, even an enemy, it will shatter. I mean, the yellow switch would have helped, but I didn't even really bother to use it because I liked the extra challenge. So I just continue on my way through this level, jump following the coin guide, that's what it looks like. if you follow that coin trail, he should come out alright and jump over the broken bridge. And after a while, we'll be done the level. So after beating the ruined road, it turns out that the next level is actually unfinished. So I start to think to myself, okay, it looks like he started working on the level by the looks of it. So let me guess, is there just going to be a side exit and he's going to tell me to use it because the level's not finished yet? So I just play through the level because there actually seems to be some change stuff in here. I mean, it looks like it's going to be a good castle. Then then the game tells you to jump down to your death because nothing was there yet. So if you went into here with one life, you're kind of screwed. Now let's go see what World 4 is like. Forest World 4-1. There's no name on it yet. And then I'm surprised to see that it actually starts inside of a ghost house. And then it just turns out that it's the Donut Secret House, as he did not change this level yet either. He changed the other level, but he didn't finish it. This one, he didn't even get to it all. I mean, this is still a demo, so what do you expect? It's not finished yet. It will be. And I am looking forward to when it will be, too. So I try and see what the next level is like, and turns out that's also when it's the yellow switch palace. Except I think there's a problem because I've already hit the yellow switch, so I'm willing to bet that the level is now impossible to beat because there's no yellow switch, and I'm right, there is no yellow switch. I mean, well, this is audio that's being added onto the video because, yeah, the audio did not record for some reason. I think Camtasia glitched out. So yeah, I already knew there was no yellow switch and I had to just run the timer out, so I sped it up and just died like so. Then I go check to see if his CLDC level is in the hack. I mean, the level has a title, it's not just like 4-1. I mean, all these levels have their unique title, so I'm expecting something here, unlike the other two levels. And then it turns out, it's just Wendy's castle. I'm pretty sure this wasn't his chocolate level design contest level. Like, he is going to put his level here, I am sure of it, but he didn't get to it just yet. And I do recall playing that, and it was pretty nice. This, however, I mean, Super Mario World's a good game and all, but I'm bored of it. So at this point, I can say that 12 Magic Orbs, well, at least a demo of it is finished. And then I take a look at the overworld, and it looks pretty damn nice. Like, apparently the Ice World is reserved for World 11 now. There's going to be a Ghost World in World 6. The desert's been moved all the way to World 7. He's going to do a desert and a city again, but the city got moved from World 3 to 8. The Mountain World, the mushrooms, just like his last hack, now it's in World 10. Ice and what looks like pools of lava is going to be World 11. I don't know what 9 is, because it's probably on a sub-map, so it'll probably be the Cave World, because he's going to copy his world themes, I guess. I mean, what else are you going to do when you got to fill in like 12, maybe even 13 worlds? That's impressive on its own, still, now that I think about it. Even then, what he has so far is pretty well done. I mean, I like the Autumn and the Oriental World, because I haven't really seen those. So I go and boot up the next Romhack for the C3 Let's Play spree, and I promise, unless something else goes horribly wrong again for the second time in a row with the Super Mario Romhack video, that this will actually have all the audio that it should. KDee's yet another Super Mario World hack. I did not actually see any screenshots of this, so I had no idea what to expect, so I picked it up. I mean, it looked nice, it sounded nice. I remember the name. This is the guy who made Epic Nothing. Of course I remember who he is. So I picked this up and then decided to play yet another Super Mario World hack, see how he's done. Also, there's another hack if I want to play Mario 100's challenge, because it's apparently hard, really hard. So here we start with yet another Super Mario Romhack with its tutorial level. And as you can see, I have to carry these mushroom blocks, and there are black outlines telling you where to place the blocks to get up to the ledge. And then it makes you ground pound to let you know that you can ground pound. And then it tells you you can start picking up vegetables from these pieces of grass. So, am I supposed to assume that the person who made this hack assumed that no one's ever played Super Mario Bros. 2 before? Either that, or maybe just in case someone hasn't, but I'm pretty sure if they're on a Super Mario World hacking site, they probably would have tried Super Mario Bros. 2 out at least once, I'm sure of it. And then I read up about the ace coins, and then immediately find myself stuck at a locked door, and I have no idea where to look for the key. So I am pretty much stuck here and unsure of what to do. The wall jump doesn't get me very far. I can't jump off the same wall infinitely. So I decided to just die in the level and then see what the A-coin farm is like, or if there's a way I can just debug. And then I realized I have to take like more than 2 hits because I'm using SMW2's health system, well, more like KDeee is. So yeah, you have 3 hearts, and then if those run out, it's just like Super Mario Bros. 2's health system. I mean, you can grab stuff from grass. There's a bunch of Super Mario Bros. 2 enemies. Yes, this is very much similar to the Western Super Mario Bros. 2, as in the one that was based off of Doki Doki Panic. Then I realized that there are way more ace coins than there need to be. Yeah, I already had 99 lives a while ago. So we go back here. Yeah, we go back here because there's nowhere else to go. And we hope we can actually figure out what the hell to do. So I decided to actually go back and try and find something that I can use to get through this level, because I'm stumped. So I check all the grass again, and I find a springboard that I'm pretty sure I can use. So I just jump around and get the ace coin, but that doesn't really do anything. And then I had to figure out if I can actually get up to those clouds, because there's 4 coins there, but it looks like something important could be up there, considering how it's placed. So I just run around and see what I can do. I quickly realize that I cannot bring the springboard up because I can't wall kick while I'm holding something, and trying to actually carry this up looks like absolute murder. You'd have to be a crazy person to attempt this. Even crazier if you actually succeed, but I don't even know if it's possible. I don't even want to try to find out. I mean, I gave it a few good attempts, but I'm not going anywhere with it. And then I remember that if you use up or down, you can actually see what's above you or below you. And this is actually going to help me out a bit, so first things first, I use a springboard to get up there, and then look and notice that there's a pipe, so there's really an incentive to go up here considering a pipe is placed in a difficult to reach location. Not having 2 springboards, this proves to be quite difficult, so what I try and opt to do is actually just springboard off, and then grab the wall and then jump to the clouds. However, I need to actually hop off the springboard in mid-air because making this jump would not work otherwise. So this actually takes a while because it's very tricky to do, and you have to avoid grabbing onto the wall as you're trying to bounce off the springboard at a high enough altitude. And ducking while doing this does not work because you can't wall jump while you duck. So if you can get high enough off that springboard and not be ducking and not have lost your wall jump already, you can make it up to the clouds and then take the pipe. I am really curious as to what could have possibly been hidden here, considering how tough that was to actually make. In fact, I doubt that was even in the intended solution. because of how difficult what I did was. And I'm only too sure there was an easy way. Especially considering this is the tutorial level of all things. I mean, I've beaten it, sure, but I felt like I took an overly difficult way to actually clear it. Considering this is the level that's supposed to actually get people familiar with the basic mechanics of the game. And here I am, just doing some extremely complex tricks that you'd have seen me do in, like, Luigi's Adventure, or something like that. Yeah, back when Super Mario World hacks were really, really hard. So we go in the mountain world, and then we actually finally start to get to play the game. So Mountain Ruins 1. Yes, there's already a lot of places to try out your new abilities, the wall kick, grabbing cherries, picking stuff up. This already looks like a lot of fun, especially if you haven't played Super Mario Bros. 2 in a while but have been wanting to actually get to it. You get to see changed levels, and just a generally well done blend of Super Mario World and Super Mario Bros. 2. And yes, I've already accessed the heart in an overly complex way, especially considering that was a tutorial level I did it in. There's our midpoint, sure. So we're just going to keep jumping around, eventually trying to get to the end. So I already just look at all the grass and think of all the fun ways I could try and knock out the enemies. So I try and hit the boomerang bro with an upward shot but miss, so I just opt to jump on him. And then I completely realized I messed up my commentary, and that's a shell brother. He does not throw boomerangs. Sorry about that. And then I see the sniffet, so I decide to take it slowly to not get hit by their attacks. Then I just carry the P-switch in and finish the level. Considering how much time I spent on the tutorial level, I feel like I can cut some footage out and not make the video too big and go squeeze one more level in. So we play Mountain Ruins number 2, and I really like the background. Even though it looks very different from the style that's being used on the foreground. I mean, there's still great graphics, sure. So I start climbing up the vines and have to wait for this hoop star, which I am still surprised that I remembered the name of this enemy. In fact, I still can't believe it is even called a hoop star, because like the name hardly even makes any sense. I don't see any hoop or star whatsoever, so I can't just understand the name. I don't know what was wrong with just calling it a ladybug. So I work my way up, look for something to knock the muncher out, so I do. I got a wall kick up here. Kill the sniffet with another vegetable, pull out a Goomba, toss some vegetable. And then I figure out that these are blocks that make you pay coins to get something inside, but that looked like a bad trade because I was wondering if I actually spent 10 coins to just get one. And apparently I did, now that I look back at this video. And I'll do it again later and then realize just how bad a trade it is, unless maybe the items in there are randomized and we're lagging. Oh no. Please don't do it, Camtasia. Please don't do it again. I'm not in the mood. I mean, I shouldn't be doing this in the first place. The audio should be there. Okay, we get the midpoint. And then I'm just wondering what the hell happens here when I get a gold mushroom with a question mark on it, then get the blue mushroom, and then get like 25 coins? I'm not exactly 100% sure what each of those power-ups did. So I'm hoping I can encounter one, and then I spend 25 coins to just get one coin, which is a horrible trade, if you couldn't already tell. I mean, trading 10 coins away for one is already bad enough. I then lose quite a bit of time because I'm just sliding off and down, which isn't too bad because there's no time limit. Then I just work my way to the gold sphere and finish the level. So yeah, that's it for now. Also, wish me luck on the Super Castlevania 4 races because I'm actually trying to practice for a tournament, which also explains why I haven't uploaded a lot of Super Mario World hacking related content recently, because that's really the main thing I always did. So yeah, also I promise that the next video will have proper audio unless something else goes horribly wrong.